Hi, I'm Jim Skinner, the host of Stories with a Purpose, and I want to review with you some of the insights, some of the key insights over the last couple of years that I've discovered in talking with these really, really resilient patients and their caregivers. One of the first ones that comes up is the fact that in almost every situation, every swap guest, every Stories with a Purpose, we call it swap, would never have traded the trauma of their experience if they had had a chance. And the weird part about it is you would ask yourself, well, why is that? And the fact is that they were able to harvest and distill something of value out of it. They actually harvested, if you will, distilled a sense of peace, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose in life, a reorientation and a reprioritization of both their energy and time. And they ultimately achieved some balance and harmony and some correct pacing of life that would not have been there otherwise. And ultimately, when they harvested it, the experience that way, when they distilled it that way, it created a higher quality of life than they actually had prior to the illness. And that's incredible. When you think about it and you think about the implications of it, if it really leads you to the point of trying to figure out, well, how do I make that happen? How can I make that happen in health as well as in illness? And what's really, really cool about all of this is that we documented the process on how they did it. And it's called the Gratitude Reflex. You see, people learn to be incredibly, deeply grateful and thankful because it gives them access to all this database of virtues, all their soul, if you will, this inventory or emotional DNA, this inventory of virtues that they have that allows them to transcend the circumstance. In other words, they can find peace in the midst of adversity. They can actually find fulfillment in their weakness and their vulnerability and illness. They use it as their mission. In other words, their mess becomes their mission, and it transforms their life dramatically. The last piece of this puzzle is the most revolutionary piece of it, and that's the fact that there is a biology or a physiology of virtue that helps cure and boost your immune system. So it is actually a self-repair mechanism that is natural, and you can generate it yourself. Now, when you think about the implications of that, it changes the entire role you have as a patient or a caregiver. And that is incredible.